It is Stringy here. Today I'm going to be ranking the 10 past NBA champions. At number 10, I got the 2020-2021 Bucks. One of the main reasons they're on here is I think they have the worst coach by far. I just don't think they'd beat any of the other teams in a 7-game series. Like, if Kevin Durant had a smaller toe or smaller shoe size or whatever, they wouldn't have even got past the second round. They obviously swept the Heat. They beat the Hawks in 6, which might have been too much for that Hawks. I think Cam Reddish torched them one game, and beat the Suns in 6 games. This team, it was Giannis a lot of the time. In the finals, he had an amazing finals, but except for that, like Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday, Elijah Bryant, I guess, Brook Lopez, who I think might be one of the most overrated players in the NBA. Bobby Portis, remember he got called for like a technical, but Bryn Forbes. I think just talent-wise and everything, so that's also as me ranking their season, their roster, everything. I got them at number 10. Got the list right by me. So at number 9, I got the Bubble Lakers. I thought about putting them at 10, but it's LeBron and AD, so I had to put them above. Went 52-19 before the lockdown. Frank Vogel, their coach, probably, I think, the second worst coach on this list. Yeah, beat the Heat when the Heat had that run as like the 5 seed. Nuggets, Rockets, Blazers. I don't think the bubble, I'm not one of the people who says the bubble doesn't count, but like, overall, except for AD and LeBron, their next leading scorer was Kyle Kuzma, and they had nobody else who averaged double digits. Avery Bradley didn't even go to the bubble. They had Dwight Howard, Danny Green, Caruso, Kuzma, but they're only ahead of the Bucks because of LeBron and AD, and that was a lot of this team. When the Lakers are best, though, they have depth, which they did this year, but you can't tell me this team's better than any of the other teams on here, I don't think. At number 8, I got this year's Nuggets. Maybe the least, like, overall deep team on here, but they had the best player in the NBA this year in Jokic. Jamal Murray, MPJ, KCP, Bones Highland obviously got traded. Bruce Brown, which led to him getting a bunch of money from the Pacers. They had Christian Brown, but like from a system-wise and everything, this team, they worked together. Only went 53-29, but we're the 1 seed. Swept the Lakers, Heat in 5. They only lost 4 games in the playoffs. Still not one of the best teams, though. A lot of teams at the bottom are from the last couple years. At number 7, I have the 2018-2019 Raptors. Beat the Warriors, but I also realized, like I kind of knew it, LeBron was in every single one of these on this list except for the last 3. And then this one, but he's obviously with the Heat. If the Heat were in this list would be a lot different at the top. This team obviously wouldn't have won the championship if Kawhi didn't make that shot. I think it probably would have been the Sixers, but the injuries on the Warriors could have been different and everything. Were the points not showing up that whole time? Oh. Well, you can go look yourself if you want to see. Yeah, this team, their second best player was probably Kyle Lowry. They had Siakam, Serge Ibaka, Valanciunas got traded, Fred VanVleet. Danny Green was on this team, Marc Gasol, Norman Powell. OG Anunoby, I don't think played in the playoffs, but Kawhi probably wishes he stayed. Had Nick Nurse, the first-year head coach, with the 2nd seed. I have him here at number 7. At number 6, I got the 21-22 Warriors. I'll zoom in again now. Right there. Actually, I'll zoom out. Yeah, didn't have the easiest playoff run. Beat the Nuggets when they were super hurt. They're starting Facundo Campazzo and Austin Rivers, I'm pretty sure. Beat the Grizzlies, Mavericks, and Celtics. But, like, overall, this team, I still do think they're at number 6. Had Curry, had Clay when he was getting back. Their record doesn't really matter a ton because they're just getting healthy during the regular season. Had Poole before his stuff got ruined when Draymond punched him. Wiggins in the finals was, oopsies, playing crazy. They had Kuminga. Otto Porter Jr. was actually big for this team. So was Nemanja Bjelica, Gary Payton II, Moody, Kevon Looney, the most underrated player in the NBA. Rebounding machine in the playoffs. This team technically did have Iggy on it. They're overall a really deep team, and still with Curry, Clay, Draymond. Got him at number 6. At number 5, I got the 2015-16 Warrior Cavaliers. Obviously, the only team ever come back from 3-1. All it took was a Draymond kicking the balls. LeBron predicted them coming back, but pretty sure everybody tried to predict their team coming back. Beat the Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals. What's it called? LeBron owns Toronto, whatever it's called. This team, they had LeBron, they had Kyrie, who made the step back 3, which won after LeBron's chase down block on Iggy, one of the most iconic Mike Breen calls of all time. J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, Timofey Mozgov, before he got his huge contract from the Lakers. Mon Shumpert, Richard Jefferson. The reason they're here is this is one of the best versions of LeBron, and I think they could. LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love as a big 3. One of the best big 3s probably on here. Let me zoom back. Actually, turn it. At number 4, I got the original first part of the Warriors dynasty of 2014-15 Warriors. If we were ranking finals MVPs, everybody knows who'd be at the bottom. I don't know why he won it. Warriors, they went 67-15 on here. I think they had this record in 2016-17, and it's tied for the best record on this list. Beat the Cavs in the finals. I didn't realize they lost 2 games to the Grizzlies. Game to the Rockets. But, yeah, this was the original. Curry's, breakout year, his first MVP. He only shot 8 threes. That's wild to think about. I'm not saying he only shot 8 threes. He shoots, 13 a game now, though. This was before they blew it all up with KD. Before they also... No, they blew it all up to get KD. Had Harrison Barnes. I didn't realize most Spates averaged 10 a game. Draymond when he could actually score. He only averaged 3.7 assists this year. Iggy, Leandro Barbosa. Wasn't Ian Clark on this team? Was he on the 15-16 and other ones? Might have been that. Sean Livingston. Justin Holiday was on this team. David Lee. 67-15. The original Warriors team. Got him at number 4. Number 3 are the 2013-14 Spurs. The most balanced team on here. Nobody on their team averaged more than 17 points a game. Went 62-20. They didn't have a super easy playoff one. They had to beat the Mavs in 7 just to get to the second round. But this was actually Tony Parker's prime. The end of Tim Duncan's career. The beginning of Kawhi, who won the Finals MVP. End of Manu. This was the passing of the torch of the Spurs team. They signed with champion Marco Bellinelli, Patty Mills, Boris Diaw, Danny Green. It's on the 3rd team he's on in this list, Thiago Splitter. They have the best coach on this list. I'm assuming they have the best defense. I'm not sure, but this was the end of the Spurs dynasty. I think Even though it was a lot different. I don't know if they beat the teams out. I don't know if they beat the 2014-15 Warriors. It could happen, though. I'm pretty sure they had one of the best ratings on defense and everything. At number 2, I got this. I wanted to put the Spurs or Cavs or somebody in one of these, so it's not boring. There's 2 teams left, the KD Warriors. I have the 2017-18 Warriors at number 2. You can have them whatever order. I just have them here. They had a worse regular season. They also shouldn't have made the finals. The Rockets should have won the championship this year if we did not miss 27 straight threes. Oh, that sucks so bad. If Harden won a championship, he'd be a top 20-15 player of all time. It's just true. James Harden's also my favorite player in the NBA. KD and Curry, yeah, this was the year they both averaged 26.4 game. They had Clay, they had Draymond. Their depth wasn't super good. They had Quinn Cook, Nick Young, but when you have these 4, nobody's beating you. Zaza Pachulia. Team also had Iggy, but Looney. I think Jordan Bell actually started some games for them. Yeah, 13. What else can I say while I wait for the computer to unfreeze? Chris Boucher was on this team. Patrick McCaw. I think he won 3 championships in his first 3 years. Warriors, these 2 that went to Toronto. At number 1, if the 12-13 Heat were on here, it might have been them. But I got the 2016-17 Warriors. Their first year with KD. This is one of the best teams in NBA history. Went 67-15. Lost 1 game in the playoffs, which was to the Cavs. It's pretty much the same team. I mean, they had Matt Barnes, Sean Livingston. I don't know if he was on the other team or not. Yeah, Ian Clark, Looney, but it was Clay's best year of his career. Curry, KD. It's just one of the best teams of all time. They're number 1. And yeah, so what I got for this video. If you liked it, like and subscribe. Wait, who do I think is the worst champion of all time before we finish this? I don't know. Might make a new video out of that. Like and subscribe if you like. Thank you for watching.